Enjoy this illustrated explainer video about guide dogs for the blind.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some are furry and walk on 4 legs.
A yellow lab guide dog in harness.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. Which is why we match people who are blind or visually impaired living in the US or Canada with exceptional guide dogs at no cost to them.
A person with a guide dog.
We even help with veterinary bills and ongoing essential support. We create these life-changing partnerships entirely through private donations and with the help of thousands of volunteers. And of course, with our incredible dogs.
A group of people with dogs.
Our dogs are guide dogs at the DNA level. We breed them specifically to do this work.
2 dogs and a DNA helix.
At 3 days old, our dogs start spending time with volunteers called puppy socializers.
A person with a newborn puppy.
Being a puppy socializer isn't just a dream job. It's how we help our puppies get comfortable being around humans.
A volunteer interacts with puppies.
At 8 to 10 weeks, puppies go live with volunteer puppy raisers.
A puppy raiser receives a puppy.
These volunteers dedicate a year of their lives to get these dogs ready for more advanced training.
The dog matures.
When the dogs come back to the school, our world-class staff teach them the complex skills required to become successful guide dogs.
2 GDB instructors train dogs.
After about 12 weeks of training, a dog is matched with their person.
A person hugs a guide dog.
This matching process is part art and part science, and always quite remarkable. Our clients and dogs undergo 2 weeks of personalized training together and begin to form a magical and lasting bond.
A person and guide dog in caps and gowns.
After graduating, clients return home with their guide dogs, empowered to enjoy their lives with greater mobility, independence, and inclusion.
3 scenes of people with their guide dogs at home, work, and play.
None of this would be possible without the generosity of our extended community of volunteers and donors.
A group of people and dogs.
To learn more about supporting our life-changing mission, visit us online.
GDB logo and URLs. GuideDogs.com and GDBinternational.ca.
Enjoy a peek into Guide Dogs for the Blind's Puppy Center, where 2 yellow lab puppies romp in an indoor play area full of colorful structures and a variety of toys.
Meet Kylie. She happens to be blind. That may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how awkward people can be around her.
Kylie waits at a bus stop with her guide dog. A woman looks at her quizzically. Question marks appear over the woman's head.
So here are some tips to keep us all moving through the world safely and confidently. Always speak directly to a person with a visual impairment, not their guide dog. Remember, that dog has a job to do.
Good morning.
Hello.
Would you like directions to an open seat?
Sure.
There's 2 rows back on your left.
Thanks.
Kylie gets on the bus with her guide dog and sits across from a woman and child.
Oh, Mom, don't pet that dog. It's working.
Now at the office.
At our office, Kylie's colleagues make sure to introduce themselves when they enter the room and to let her know when they leave.
Sarah stands in the doorway of Kylie's office.
Hi, Kylie. It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Did you see the latest episode of Bachelorette on Mars?
I can't believe Abe got put in the spaceship. I thought for sure it would be Lenny.
Thought bubble with a bachelor on a spaceship.
Same.
Are we still on for a shopping trip over lunch?
Yep. I'll see you then. Bye.
Speak directly to people with visual impairments rather than speaking to their friend, their guide dog, or anyone else. And be specific when providing directions.
A boutique storefront. Sales associate with Sarah and Kylie.
Hello, how can I help you?
Actually, it's my friend Kylie who needs help.
And what is she looking for?
She is looking for jeans.
Oh, they're over there. I mean, just ahead of you a few steps. Boyfriend jeans are on the left and mom jeans are on the right.
A restaurant.
Kylie's looking forward to a date with her boyfriend, James.
Kylie, James, and guide dog wait to be seated.
Sorry, no animals allowed in the restaurant.
Actually, guide dogs are allowed anywhere the general public is allowed.
Oh, right this way then.
Kylie and James sit at a table with the dog chilling on the floor like a good doggo.
Hey, Kylie, do you want me to read the menu to you?
Sure. Thank you.
James and Kylie with their food.
This smells amazing.
Should I describe where things are?
Yes, please.
There's spicy chicken curry and rice at the top of your plate and braised greens at the bottom. Your wine is above the plate to the right.
Mmm, so good.
Kylie gives a romantic smile to James. Spinach in her teeth.
Honey, you have spinach in your teeth.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
Let's let Kylie and James in.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm getting claps already. Hello and welcome, everyone, here to our celebration, our graduation of Class 1024. Whether you're here in the room or celebrating with us virtually on our live stream, welcome. As you know, we're live streaming here from the California campus in San Rafael, California. How many of you, it's your first graduation? Wow, that's amazing. Welcome. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. That's amazing. All right, now I'm going to see how many of you, it's like your fifth graduation. Okay, how about like 20th? A couple of you. So many you can't even count. Yeah, but instructors don't count. Etienne doesn't count. She's here every Saturday. She runs this thing. As we say that, let's give a big round of applause for Etienne for putting on our graduation. Thank you. Awesome. Again, my name is Chelsea Allen. I am the training class supervisor for our class 1024. Woo! Thank you. 1024, yeah, that's 1024, class 1024. Pretty awesome. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary here at Guide Dogs in January. Oh, thank you. But that's such a blip on the radar of guide dogs as a whole. We've got people in this room, clients in this room, that have been returning for guide dogs for 20, almost 30 years. That's amazing. We got raisers in this room that have raised dog after dog after dog after dog, right? And what keeps people coming back? What do you think it is? Is it the dogs? I mean, that's part of it, right? They're very sweet, they're amazing, so smart, but I really think it's the community, right? It's the community that brings everyone back, and that community is the love. The love that you feel in this place is, right when you step on campus, you can feel it. Our staff, our clients, our volunteers, our donors are all a part of making this mission possible. We wouldn't be able to do it without all of you, and that's what makes people come back year after year, raise dog after dog, come back for successor guides, work here for 10, 15 years, in their entire careers, is this place, this community, and the love that we create. So thank you for being a part of that today. Plus, it doesn't help that these dogs, our Labs and Goldens, just offer unconditional love, right? Also, you're so lucky to be here today. It's my favorite time of the year on this campus with our cherry blossoms. So if you haven't taken a little walk around campus, take some pictures out there, because this is the best time of year to be here on campus. All right, so today we are here to celebrate 3 of our 4 core programs at Guide Dogs for the Blind. You're going to get to meet a breeder, so a dog will be joining our breeding colony. We'll be virtually talking about a canine buddy partnership, and then obviously we have our 5 guide dog clients here in person to celebrate. You get to hear a little bit about our 4th program in our video, our Orientation and Mobility Immersion program. But before we get into that video, I just want to again take some time to thank everyone that made today possible. So starting with our raisers. Seriously. You guys are the heart and soul. You put your heart and soul into these dogs and create this loving atmosphere, and you do a lot of the hard stuff. You get them from a little puppy that they don't really know anything. They've got those really sharp teeth, and they like to go to the bathroom everywhere. And so you really do a lot of work to get them where they need to be to come back into training. We really wouldn't be able to do it without you, so thank you so much to our puppy raisers. And our donors, thank you for providing for our mission. Many of you probably know this, but we don't receive any government funding, and our clients receive their guide dogs free of charge and receive funding throughout the lifetime of their dog. So we really wouldn't be here without our donors. Thank you so much. For your support. We have a specific donor, Lillian Tremoli, for her generous sponsorship for the harnesses for each class throughout the year of 2025. Huge thank you. And lastly, our volunteers and our employees. We've got my instructor staff over here that you'll get to meet in a little bit. Here we also have our nursing staff, our resident staff in the building, and volunteers, dog walkers, puppy snugglers, all of the above. I know that's the best one, right? We wouldn't be here without all of you, so thank you so much that you do for our mission. All right, now it's time for a short video. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice describing scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure everyone can access and enjoy the video.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
The struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
All right, before we get to meet this special group of people that are sitting before me, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Carol Simmons to present our breeder.
Thank you everyone so much for coming today. My name is Carol Simmons and I work in our breeding department here. So I have the pleasure of working with our wonderful families who house our dogs for us, as well as the wonderful dogs who create all of the guide dogs that our program has. And so today we have a new addition to our breeding program. And also guide dogs for the blind. So we breed Labrador retrievers, golden retrievers, and lab golden crosses that are specially selected for excellent temperament, intelligence, and health for our guide dogs and our canine buddies. Once a dog is added into our breeding program, it is placed into a carefully selected breeder custodial home that lives within a 50-mile radius of guide dogs. And so our new dog that we have being presented today is a female black Labrador named Twig. And Twig was raised by Lisa Clark and Jack Crescent of Golden, Colorado, as well as Nick Susi of Denver, Colorado. And Twig's breeder custodians are Anthony Henner and Stephanie Bishop. So if you guys would like to come on. Would you like to go first?
Sure. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm Lisa Clark, and this is my husband, Jack Crescent, and we, along with Nick Susi, who isn't able to join us today, we're Twig's puppy raisers. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the volunteers in the Golden Puppy Raisers Club, as well as our PFM, Lauren Grimditch, for their support along this journey. When Nick and I were putting down roots for the new Golden Puppy Raisers Club, Twig was our very first shoot. She was instrumental in recruiting and training new volunteers for our fledgling club, in which she was, for a short time, the only puppy. With lots of water and kibble, our shoot grew. Twig has grown up and is starting to branch out. We are very excited she has been chosen for the breeding program. Anyone who has lived with Twig knows she likes to be at the center of the action to both supervise and participate. I can imagine being a mama dog will involve lots of action and opportunities for her to use her inherent gift of extreme supervision. We are thrilled that she has found such a great family with her breeder custodians, with whom she can spend her well-deserved downtime when not supervising her own little saplings. Congratulations to Twig and the Henner Bishop family.
I did not prepare anything, but my name is Tony. We're very lucky to have Twig, and it was great to meet Lisa and Jack. You guys did a great job. She's a great girl. So we're very excited to have Twig in our family. And my wife, Stephanie, daughter, Clara, and son, Jacob, are over there. And Twig loves them all. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I'm going to pass the microphone off to Hallie, who will present our canine buddy for the day.
Hi everyone, my name is Hallie James Ogasawara. I had the pleasure of being one of the instructors in class 1024, and I'm very excited to be here today to present one of our Canine Buddy teams who is graduating virtually. So our Canine Buddy program matches specially selected dogs with people who are blind or visually impaired, ranging from children ages 5 and up to adults of all ages. And while they're not service dogs, Canine Buddies are wonderful companions that provide joy and connection to the GDB community. This is one of our core client programs, and we're proud to provide the same services and support as our guide dog teams. So today I am presenting Janice Snyder of Rolling Hills, California, who received Ivy, a female yellow lab golden cross. Ivy was raised by Debbie Perry and Richard Fulmer of Las Vegas, Nevada. And we have a virtual submission from Janice. Her note says, "I love Ivy. She is friendly, affectionate, and smart. She is just the best dog, and I feel that I won the lottery with her. She should be graduating as valedictorian or summa cum laude." A huge thank you to the puppy raisers who did such a fantastic job with her. And on the screen is a photo of Janice in her home. Ivy is sitting next to her wearing a blue canine buddy scarf. Janice is smiling at the camera, and Ivy is looking up at her adoringly.
All right.
Next, I would like to invite my co-instructor Bobby up to the front to introduce our graduating class.
All right. Thank you, Hallie. All right, so as Hallie said, my name is Bobby Cortez. I am one of the instructors here, and I have the pleasure of presenting class 1024. So our guide dog program is a 2-week program where the clients are matched with a dog that is compatible with their lifestyle to enhance their mobility. We provide a variety of training models that include in-residence and in-home trainings. So today I'd like to celebrate their achievement, starting with Orly Corcos, of Wilton Manors, Florida, and she is receiving her 7th guide, Fuchsia, a yellow female Labrador. She was raised by Denise Brown of Chatsworth, California. Orly is a mother of 3 grown children. She is currently working on receiving her certification to be a travel coach and has been to 36 countries and growing. She is looking forward to going to a trip with Fuchsia to Spain in May. All right, here you go, Miss Orly.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bobby. Wow, hi everybody. Fuchsia, sitting here beside me, is my 7th guide. In my early 20s, I did come to the school here at GDB and received my first guide dog. And in between that time and 2014, I did attend other schools. What brought me back was a number of different reasons. The training, the quality of training, the staff, the volunteers, the after support, the lifetime after support is something I've never experienced elsewhere. I did attend another school prior, and what happened was my my prior dog, prior to coming here, ended up with a lot of medical bills, extenuating circumstances, ICU visits and stays, and for her working career and life, it amounted to about $18,000. And I didn't get any support from the school, and that prompted me to applying to GDB because of their incredible vet program, vet financial assistance. And I have never looked back. I will tell you that the nurses here, they're not just here doing nursing, medical things. They're moms. They're, I call them, I say, I have a medical issue, please come put my necklace on. It's very urgent. They're always there. They're wonderful to talk to. The kitchen staff is phenomenal, and what really impressed me is that they're cooking and nurturing us with incredible food, not just, they're going with the times, like giving us healthy options. I've said over and over again that I really came to GDB for the dog, but I stayed for the food. It was so good. And they've been incredible. We get a lot of options. We're well taken care of while we're here, giving us the chance to focus on training, on what we're here to do. And the thing that really struck me, that I was so impressed by with my retired guide, who's now almost 12, living with my daughter in Toronto, and with Fuchsia, is that I approached the supervisor of the class that I was slotted into prior to talk about my life, my needs, what type of guide dog would work well with my life, that I really need a dog that's adaptable because I travel a lot. I need a dog that is fun and sweet and a strong worker, but then is adaptable in different environments, such as, if we're doing some speaking, she could sit quietly by my side. And not once was I told the time before, in 2014, or this time when I reached out, because usually you start talking to your training staff when you arrive, or maybe a few days before on the phone. When I was told I was slotted into a class, I reached out because I wanted to be proactive. In the past, there were different issues that I faced with health, with not having a dog for all of their working life because they had health issues, or there was issues with the match not being so strong. And I just sat and voiced what I felt was my needs, and not once did they say, we can't do that, let's just focus on it when you get here. They listened to me, we talked, we collaborated together, and the support has been phenomenal. And I ended up with 2 really strong guides, including this one by my side. She's been great, and she's definitely what I described would be a good match. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, baby. So she's gonna have a wonderful life. We're, as Bobby said, next month in May, we're going to Spain, and I'm hiking the Camino. She will definitely hike by my side, and whenever I see anything, it's just too much for her. She has the pleasure of being taxied to the hotel, waiting for me, maybe having some tapas and wine, I don't know. But yeah, she's gonna have a wonderful life, and I wanna thank everybody from this wonderful puppy raiser to the training staff, to absolutely everybody. It takes a whole village to make this happen, for sure. Thank you.
Miss Fuchsia, she is my first puppy here with the GDB, and she was strong and adventurous, and everything Orly is describing what she wants. But you put her in her jacket, and she says, I'm in work mode. You take her out of jacket, I'm in play mode. And it's play mode. The toys get thrown in the air. They're chasing my pet at home. And then she goes, I'm in sleep mode. And then she'll sleep hard and sometimes upside down. And even sometimes when we're traveling in the car, she'll sleep upside down. So she was an easy puppy, but she was still a puppy that you needed to keep her mind active because she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it so much. And she was just fun to raise. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, next we have Grant Pattingale of Penticton, British Columbia, and he is receiving his second guide, Helena. She is a black lab female raised by Virginia Adams of Loveland, Colorado, and is being presented by breeder custodian Lauren Goldstein. All right. He and his wife Valerie have 5 children and 4 grandchildren. He's looking forward to bringing Helena home and introducing them to his family and work in his home area, which has nice weather throughout the year. All right, Grant.
Hi, all. Oh, that way. Okay. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. It's been an amazing couple of weeks. Great training, great dog, and really all the virtues have been expanded on just before me, so I won't go into any of that. So again, thanks to everyone who is part of this, and I look forward to many years working with Helena.
Give it, pass it over to them.
Oh, sorry.
I'm Lauren Goldstein, and I was Helena's breeder custodian, and I'm representing Virginia Adams, her puppy raiser, who unfortunately is not able to be here today. First, I want to share a few things about Virginia. Virginia has been raising guide dog puppies for 20 years. Helena was her 14th puppy. Virginia has been a puppy club leader and told me she has raised too many puppies that have become guides to count, including one breeder. And this is what Virginia has to say about Helena. Helena arrived in Colorado via the puppy truck just in time for Halloween, bringing with her a spark of energy and a heart full of promise. From the very beginning, she was an overachiever. By just 12 weeks old, she was already trustworthy in the house and a perfect travel companion in the car. Helena has always been a high-energy pup, but if you gave her something to focus on, she'd ace it. She embraced every new experience with enthusiasm and confidence, always eager to meet new people and try new things. And even in her most exuberant moments, all it took was a soft Helena, and she would instantly redirect herself right back to being perfect again. Despite her love of adventure, Helena has a softer side too. She adores snuggling in the smallest, coziest places she can find, whether it was squeezing into the Papillon's bed or curling up on the very edge of a large, already occupied dog bed. She always found a way to make herself at home in the warmest, comfiest spot. She has an independent yet easygoing attitude, a love for new experiences, and of course, a sense of style. This is a girl who needs her pearls. Helena will, yes, I would like to say that on the screen right now, Grant, is a close-up of Helena as she poses for a professional portrait. Virginia has all of her puppies photographed by a professional portrait in this studio. And in this photo, Helena is looking directly at the camera and she's wearing a white pearl necklace. So Helena will give you so much, and I know she'll ask for just as much in return: your partnership, your trust, and maybe a tiny corner of something soft and warm to curl up in. It has been my absolute pleasure to raise her, and I couldn't be prouder to see her by your side, and she's probably watching right now. Wishing you both a lifetime of safe travel and wonderful adventures together. And I would like to say that after a long and thorough vetting process, I became a breeder custodian in December of 2023, and I couldn't have been more excited to welcome Helena, who we nicknamed Lena, this gorgeous, shiny, wiggly black lab, into my life. After a year of puppy training with Virginia and several months of testing and evaluation at GDB, Lena settled into a life of leisure. The year she spent with me was filled with long naps, walks and hikes, play dates with her breeder friends Esme and Harmony, and lots of time spent on the pickleball court, where thanks to her lack of ball drive, she made no attention to balls. We all had very high hopes for her as a breeder due to her lineage and the fact that she is practically perfect. But as they say at GDB, the dogs choose their jobs. And Lena made it clear that being a breeder mama was not the job for her. When I brought her back to campus on December 1st to be evaluated by the training department, I gave her the traditional blessing Jewish parents give their daughters. May you be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, the great matriarchs, although I included if they were dogs. Lena happily trotted off with the trainer into her new career, never looking back. Following her journey through evaluation and the 8 phases of training has been a great joy. I am so proud of her and honored to have been a small part
of her journey to you, Grant.
There you go.
All right. Next, we have Linda Pettit of Port Austin, Michigan, who is receiving her 4th guide. Beck, a black Labrador who was raised by Cameron, Madison, McKaylee, and Tammy Hallowell of Roseville, California. Linda is a massage therapist, and she has been practicing for the past 15 years. Linda is looking forward to all the new adventures she and Beck will be having once she returns home. Here you go, Linda.
Hello. I am so happy you wouldn't believe it. I've been waiting 2 years to get my dog, and I got Beck. We're going to have fun in Michigan. We have a lot of adventures coming, but I have to tell you a secret. I'm having an affair. He's tall, dark, muscular, and handsome. He is also at my beck and call. Thank you, guide dogs. I couldn't ask for a better blessing and opportunity. I'm sincerely grateful.
Hi, my name is Tammy, and Beck is my 31st puppy raising. Yeah. And he has been an absolute joy to raise. He was the sweetest boy from the moment he was placed in my arms. And luckily, I have a very supportive family, so we just keep going raising puppies. I've been raising since I was in 4-H, so long time. But I want to give a big shout out to our Auburn, California Puppy Club and my leaders, who it does take a village to raise these puppies, and we couldn't do it alone without them. But I know he's going to have a fabulous life with Linda in Michigan, and hopefully we'll be able to go out and visit her. And yeah, I'm so excited for you guys.
All right, next we have Courtney Sheldon of Vancouver, British Columbia, who is receiving her 4th guide as well. Rinda, a black female Labrador who was raised by Richard Meese and Liz Christensen of Napa, California, as well as Josh Cox and Millie Strop of Sonoma, California. Courtney currently manages a team at a bank and is looking forward to going home and having Rinda meet her husband, Scott. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you to Liz and to Richard. Amazing, amazing. Couldn't have happened without you guys. It's very important. Thank you to her fosters, Cindy, and to, as well, Megan. I know, Cindy, you drove her here to school every day and picked her up because she was having trouble at the kennel, but you took it on, and look at her now. And Megan, I know you had her for a little bit, too. I want to thank my aunt who's here with her friend Heidi. I want to thank the audience. I want to thank all the instruction here, the cook, the nurses, the housekeeping. It's like a little vacation, but not really. A lot of hard work, but very much worth it. And I want to thank Rinda. Thank you.
Well, Rinda was our very first ever dog to raise from a puppy for guide dogs. And we did that with some worry because, after all, these are dogs that have been trained by professionals. But before that, they've been bred for tens and tens of years to have certain temperaments and to have certain physical attributes and to be screened for all sorts of diseases. And so I was a little worried about what we were going to get. And what showed up at our doorstep looked exactly like a puppy. It was really kind of amazing. So yes, a puppy with all sorts of characteristics, but mostly just a puppy. And we had such a good time raising her, and it does take a village. All the people on our street would ask, how's she doing? When is she going to graduate? Everyone was convinced she was going to graduate, and so we're delighted. And Courtney, I know you have just won the lottery, but I also know that Rinda has just won the lottery because, wow, what a great combination. So enjoy your life with her.
We will.
Yeah.
Rinda was amazing.
All right, last but not least, we have B. Tumith of Newark, California, who's receiving her third guide, Kumi, a yellow female Labrador, who was raised by Connie and Carly Frick of Lake Forest, California. B and her husband of 65 years, Bill, have traveled the world with her previous guides to places such as Europe, Asia, Hawaii, and Mexico. They have also done a lot of camping, and they are looking forward to cruising with Kumi. All right, B. Here's the microphone. There you go.
I want to thank the puppy raisers for a beautiful job that they did, and also thank my husband for standing by me, and also guide dogs for giving me a wonderful third chance with a wonderful dog. Thank you. Oh, here you go.
Hi, I'm Connie, and this is my daughter Carly. So we started doing guide dogs when we were looking for a community service project for Carly to do in high school and get the hours. So we contacted Guide Dogs. They connected us with our club down in Laguna Niguel, California. Thank you, Jeannie and Don, for all the help that you give us. And next, we have Kumi as our second guide dog that we raised. She is full of spunk. She is sweet. She was always kept us on our toes. There were so many stories that we can share. I think one of the ones that stand out in my mind is she behaved very well. She was very quiet. We wanted them to do that so quiet that she got shut in a closet. I was panicking. I called my leader. I said, she's gone. We searched the entire neighborhood. Guide Dogs was contacted. It was on a lookout for a lost guide dog. And Carly was at every neighbor's house. And then I opened the closet. And she was quietly laying there as we teach them to do. So she has so many fun stories. I will let Carly share one as well.
So obviously, Kumi was our second dog. We are on our fourth right now. We're raising her little baby. But Kumi is a very special in a lot of ways. There was a time where weeks on end, Kumi smelled like maple syrup. It exuded from her body, and we still have no idea why, but it stunk up the house, it stunk up the car, everything. She smelled like maple syrup. It was her natural musk. And it just went away. So she is a very interesting dog, and I love her so much. And I am so happy that she is placed with an amazing family that will love her and treat her, the way she deserves to be treated.
I would also like to thank Frank from Tee Off for Dogs. He will be donating the harness for Kumi.
Great. Thank you so much. All right, let's give it up for class 1024. All right. Now I'd like to invite Chelsea back up.
All right, we've got one more special treat for you all. Grab a chair. Bobby, yep, thank you. We're going to do a little training demonstration for you, but I want to give a little bit of information before we get started. So you may be aware that we use the clicker to train most of our guide work and formal obedience with these dogs. And the clicker is a tool that can allow us to be a little bit more precise, right? So it's hard when a dog stops at a curb for us to bend down and shove food in their mouth, and for them to associate that means we like when you stop at the curb. The clicker allows us to mark that precise moment that they stop, and we teach them that the clicker means food. So this is done rather quickly. As you know, these dogs are incredibly food motivated, and it's just their kibble, and they still are, love it. So, and it only takes about 5 clicks when they first get here to campus for them to pair or associate the clicker with the food reward. And then this allows us to train them all of the amazing things that our instructors train them here in our 12-week training program. But I would like to welcome up Marissa and her guide dog, Jim. They're going to come up here. We have our chair. They're going to do a little clicker demonstration for you all of chair targeting. So our back chaining exercise is starting at a desired target and then slowly backing up, as you can see, back chaining. And the dog learns to associate the target with our desired target. So what Marissa's going to do is she's got her clicker, she's got her food reward, her food pouch on, right? She's all prepared, and she's going to start with a hand target. So this kind of gets Jim in the game, right? He's like, oh, we're going to do something. So she's already taught him the hand target. She's showing him her hand. He touches his nose, and then she clicks and she feeds. So she's like, yeah, this is the game. We're going to start doing some targeting. Then she takes her hand and she puts it on the chair. He touches his nose, she praises, she gives food, taps the chair. Does that a couple of times. So now what Marissa's doing is transferring the hand target to the desired target, which here is our chair. Do that a couple of times, just make sure he's like really associated that. Takes a couple steps back even, adds our criteria, starts building it up. And maybe another step back, and he's like, oh, I'm ready. He's like, I got it. As you can see, he's very into it. His tail is wagging. He's anticipating what she's going to do. He's like, let me at it. Let me earn that food reward. And as he's really magnetized to that chair, Marissa may now pick up her harness handle, and he takes her to the chair. So she reaches down, makes sure she's there, and she offers that click and food reward. And then kind of her last step, or you want to go farther, Marissa, or do you want to do it from right there? Okay. Her last step, add a little bit. Jim's a pro, so he knows how to do it from the door. And she's also going to throw in the verbal cue at this point in time. So she'll say, find the chair, or chair, whatever Marissa likes to call it. Yep. Yeah! Good job. And then our final step, you make the dogs conceptualize what they're asking them to do. You have a seat in the chair. All right, how about a round of applause for Marissa and Jim? Very nice job. And this back chaining technique our clients can use for all sorts of things, finding trash cans, all of the above. But I just want to say thank you all for joining us here today at Class 1024. It has been a pleasure. I didn't know if you realized, but this is a class in our in-home training with B of all retrains. So it's kind of been a special class. They're pros, but they came in with an open mind to learn and allowed us to, dust off the dust in their behavior and everything, and now they're ready to go home with their new dogs. If you are interested in volunteering or joining our staff, make sure that you check out guidedogs.com. If you would like to make a donation to support our mission, please text or donate partnerships to 50155. For viewers at home, we'll see you soon. And please enjoy us next door for some refreshments. Our gift shop, which is up at the top of campus, is open for any of you. They've got some new goods in there, so make sure you go check it out. And again, thank you all for joining today.